Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to kind of do like a life update of what is going on. I thought about putting this in a vlog, but honestly, I'm kind of having just a hard day and I don't really feel like vlogging. So I thought that I would just do a dedicated video of updating y'all on what is going on with us. So I briefly mentioned in a video whenever I announced about the t-shirts and the mugs for sale that we are going through kind of a hard time. So it's been a very much roller coaster of emotions, and I honestly hope that I would have a resolve whenever I shared here, but I don't have a resolve. And well, it's gonna affect our daily life. So I feel like I kind of need to clue y'all in on what's going on. So hopefully I don't make this too long. There's a lot of details to it. So we actually are needing to move, and we are needing to move rather soon. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm a little panicked with the time frame. I know that God can do all things. The problem is we don't have a current place to move to, okay? So I don't believe I've ever shared this here. There just really wasn't a reason to. We actually rent the house that we live in from a close relative. And that's how come we've been here for so long. We've lived here for almost 11 and a half years. And we were able to make it our home by doing some small renovations here and there, doing some things to the house to make it fit our family. We're able to paint it and just make it our own, okay? And we honestly, when we moved in this house, we didn't think that we would ever move. Granted, we had 4 kids at the time. Fast forward many children later, we're starting to think kind of outside the box. Maybe we should consider moving. We do desire and dream of having land for the kids to have that kind of childhood and for garden space and stuff like that. And we have tried over the last few years to move. Anything that we have put an offer in, the door was always like, not just closed, it was like slammed in our face, honestly. So given the way that the current market is, sometime last year Nathan and I were saying to ourselves, maybe we should just stay and be content with where we are, because nothing's opening up and everything, and I know it's not just here in Florida, but prices are just skyrocketing. They are just way out of our price range, and we just can't afford to do what we want to do. It just isn't in the realm of possibilities for us with how the current housing market is. So we had decided just be content. We'll stay here until, something changes with the market, or I don't know. We just felt like we should be content and stay here. So that's what we had decided to do. Now, given if anything did happen to pop up and I saw something that was a good price range and stuff like that, we would go look at it. So we kind of, kept our eye open, I would say. Well, moving up to today, the people that we rent the house from, our relative, they actually want to sell the house. So now we have to move. They are in a situation that they are needing to sell the house. So we have been bumping up our looking. That's how come I talked about it in a couple of videos of looking at a house. And so far we have not really found much, okay? Which is very, very discouraging with having a definite timeline now. So it was mentioned that they wanted to sell, but it wasn't given an actual time frame. So we thought that we still had maybe, a good bit of time. And then actually the day that my video of the t-shirts posted, we were told that we had June 1st that we needed to be out, which is 73 days from now, something like that. 75 days. I don't know. I'm really not good at stuff like that, but it's roughly 75 days away, which I would say that sounds like a long time, but it's really not when you're talking about finding a place, packing up a house that you've lived in forever. It's a considerably short time frame. Now it's over 60 days, I'm thankful that we have 75 days. It could be shorter. So when we were first told that they were gonna sell and we didn't have a time frame yet, a house did pop up that it was like, okay, this fits almost all of our needs. We put in an offer. and somebody beat us to it with a cash offer, which we don't have a cash offer. We are having to take out a mortgage. So they got the house. And I'm not gonna lie, that was very hard for me. It was a very good sized house. It was on an acre and a half. Nathan tells me all the time, you need to let go of the house, Jessica, because it was just beautiful. But it did not work out for us. So we actually saw some raw land. And we thought, well, maybe we can get a manufactured home and put it on the raw land. Okay, we put an offer on the raw land. We actually put in a full price offer, and the owner decided that he wanted $12,000 more. So the land didn't work out. And in that time frame that we had to wait like 8 days to find out if our offer was accepted on the land. Okay, that's a long time. Like normally, it's 24 to 48 hours. Anyways, I digress. So we actually went around looking at manufactured homes around town and stuff like that, and they are actually booking out 12 to even 18 months on the larger manufactured home, which is obviously what we would need. So that obviously still doesn't seem like a very good fit. Now we could, I guess, rough it somehow. I don't know what we would do, okay? I don't have any answers. I'm just telling you the things that we have tried that have not worked out. So it's been a little discouraging. I just hit the tripod, sorry. And it's been, honestly, I kind of feel like I'm standing in the middle of the wilderness waiting for God to just open up a door. And we have been praying that, whatever house is not meant to be for us, that God would close the door. And that's kind of always been our prayer, even a long time, like before. I think I said that already, didn't I? I apologize. So that's where we're at. I don't really have any answers as far as so we are just literally waiting for a house to open up for us. So that leaves us to today. We have, I look at, what's for sale almost every single day, and the inventory is very, very low in our area, very low. And the prices are very high, very, very high. Like, my goodness. So if this happened 2 years ago, we wouldn't be in the situation that we are in. And given our family size, we can't just go and rent an apartment for a year. And actually, we are even having a hard time finding a rental based off of our family size. So I'm not giving up all hope on that. Again, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, but this is where we are today, is we are needing to find a place to live. But I also don't feel like I'm at a place of I can pack either. Now, I'm going to start purging. I'm going to start going through stuff, y'all. I am not looking forward to moving. It's going to be a lot. And that's one of the things that's partly how come we've stayed here for so long, is we've enjoyed our life here. We've made the house fit for us. The yard has been fabulous. The street is great for our kids. So it's been hard to kind of imagine us moving someplace else as well. Anyways, so I need to start purging. I know I need to start packing, and I know I can pack up a good bit of stuff, but honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't know how I should pack. If we're moving into a small rental, I'm not going to take all my stuff, but I want to take certain things with me. You know what I mean? I just don't know how to pack yet. So it has been a lot. Throughout this, I've obviously been praying a lot, and I keep feeling the words from the Lord, rest and trust. I feel like he wants me to rest in him and trust that he has this. And that's where sometimes I'm kind of battling, am I trying to make a situation work in my own will and not in God's will? So I'm really having to take a step back and be like, Jessica, I think that you were trying to do this in your own power. And I keep giving it back to God over and over again. Because to be 100% honest, the house that we have put an offer on, and I really, really do like it. It has already been flipped. So this was February. It's the second week of February we put an offer in. It's already been flipped, and I saw it a week ago on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, but it's now out of our price range. It did need some work. It needed some updating and stuff like that, and that's what they're doing, and that's for the price difference. And it's a hard pill to swallow. I have tried to see if I can get the house, and it's just a no-go. And I was praying yesterday, God, you just need to take this desire for this house away from me. And I just believe that he's going to provide something for us that would fit our needs. We would like land, but that isn't the utmost priority right now because of given the circumstances. I would just like at least a decent sized yard for the kids to not lose the outside freedom that they have. We have had a ton of support from our church and our family and friends here, and we are ever so grateful. And a lot of people wanted to help and asked how they could help. I've had people, buy us packing supplies so that we don't have to. And honestly, it hadn't even crossed my mind yet. I was like, I didn't even think about that I was gonna have to purchase this stuff. I mean, just my mind has not wrapped around exactly the time frame for one and the amount of work I know that's ahead, okay? And I'm so thankful for the things that have been provided so far. So I kind of feel like that is God, saying like, Jessica, I got you during this time. He is supplying, the things that we are gonna need that I hadn't even thought of yet. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to accept things. It's just hard to receive some things, but I have learned that when people are offering to bless you and want to stand with you and help you through a hard situation, that's the body of Christ. That is what we are supposed to do as believers, is stand together with each other during a hard time. And I am so thankful that I have that in my life. I could not get through this if I didn't have that. It has been an amazing support. This is going to incur a lot of expenses, especially if we have to move multiple times, like if we have to get a rental for a year. I just don't know what's going to happen. Moving multiple times honestly scares the daylights out of me because that's a lot of money, a lot of work, first and last month's deposit, if we have to get a storage unit, all those things. I don't even know what those cost. I need to call and find out how much those are. Obviously, we'll be getting rid of a lot of stuff because we can only afford so much, okay? I'm still holding out hope that we will be able to purchase a home and not have to go through renting for a year or something like that. Just with a large family, the thought of moving multiple times does not sound like a ton of fun. Obviously, we can do anything, but I would prefer to find something to purchase. And so we love and appreciate all of you guys and for your prayers and support. If y'all think of us and pray for us, I'll update you as stuff is happening. Like I said, I don't have any answers as to where we are going, which this unknown is very scary for me. Being the mom in this situation is such a heavy burden of, I am trying to keep our day-to-day life somewhat normal, but there's been, a lot of things going on that are taking my attention. I'm calling lenders and, different phone calls and stuff like that. That's taken a lot of, attention from me. And I want to keep as much normalcy as possible that I can for our kids. Our kids they're okay. Some of them have been pretty upset. It's just the fear of the unknown, just standing here not knowing where we are going, is very unnerving. So, oh gosh, I'm like, I am so tense, y'all. And I've been having headaches every day. Haven't been sleeping good. I know that the Lord has us, and I believe that, and I trust that. And right now we are just in the waiting, and it's hard to be in the waiting. So I've been so nervous to do this video too. I'm like, but so many of you guys know me so well. Like, I've had comments like, Jessica, is everything okay? Or messages, emails, like I'm an open book. Like what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling is always written all over my face. But it wasn't at a place that I could share yet, because it doesn't just involve us. There's another person to this, and everything kind of came out this week, I think. I don't know. It's been a long week. So, all right, I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys so much for your love, prayers, and support. We're just ever so grateful. Thank you.